proceed. Let's move this discussion forward. We started this discussion yesterday. We hope to end it by today. And by the close of this discussion, we hope to know where we are as a country, what solutions we need to come up with, and how exactly do we get there. Remember, we have a team at Charter Hall that will be driving this discussion as well. But here in studio, I have Mwenda Mbijiwe. He is a security analyst. Thank you for joining us on KTN.
Thank you.
If you were to rate the security positions, security situation in the country, what sort of rating would you give it?
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10,
10, yes.
I would give us 3.5.
Why?
Because as the government has aptly said, which I agree to a very large extent, we've abandoned, or rather for the last 20 years plus, we kind of did not invest in our security infrastructure. All the mega scandals of Anglo leasing, 90% of them were security related. We do not have means today to deter crime, for example. We do not have a forensic laboratory. Someone commits crime and they know they can get away with it because we do not have any security infrastructure that could help pin them and hold them to account for what they did. Someone can rape and run around. Terrorists can kill people at Westgate, and we do not even have forensic ability to find out, did we kill them, or it's some bodies of some Kenyans that were left there, or how many were they? So on a scale of 1 to 10, I think we are, and I'm being very fair to say 3.5. Maybe it should be 3.
All right,
I've changed the 0.5 to 3.
All right, you've said we do not have systems to deter crime. We do not have a system to deter terrorist attacks in the country. Yesterday, I hosted Professor Midamba from KCA University, and he said the reason why we are being attacked as a country is because we do not have deterrence. Why would we need deterrence? What sort of deterrence do we need as a country?
It's a wide scope of deterrence, to deal with various crimes. For example, the Operation Usalama Watch, that is actually a tactic in counterterrorism called deterrence. It's when terror threat has moved from, being imminent to being now. It will be like, it will happen now. It's moved from being red to a blinking red when the attack is just gonna happen somewhere. You remember what led to Salama Watch was, among other things, the vehicle-borne IED they found in Mombasa, which they said 2 others were not found. This was very, very dangerous, security situation we were as a country. And if you remember, UN, United States Embassy, UK Embassy, everybody went on high alert, Now, it needed someone to stop this kind of an imminent attack, which you didn't know where it came from. And so in counterterrorism, an operation that is done to deter such a high alert situation is called deterrence.
So what can we do as a country right now where we can deter attacks, especially from the Al-Shabaab group?
Absolutely. I think I had my co-panelists, earlier, those that are Charter Hall, say that it's intelligence. Let me tell you something, Linda. If we do not invest in intelligence, it does not matter if we buy the best counterterrorism fighting equipment, take our Recce squad or Rangers to the best training around the world. If we do not have intelligence, all they will do is stay in Gilgil or stay at Roiro, because we do not have a way to know. The best form of deterrence of terrorism is investing in intelligence collection.
So basically, our greatest undoing has been intelligence.
And I wish the new intelligence SAR, who has come into office with a big, CV of success, I wish this gentleman could take intelligence to where President Moi had it. Mr. Moi had his conventional intelligence gathering machinery, but he also instituted unconventional. He had people on payroll to collect intelligence who are called the special branch. But Mr. Moi had civilians, regular mwananchi, if Moi wanted to know what was going on in my village, I have a small village back home in Meru County called Kembo. If Mr. Moi had nyenyenye in Kembo and wanted to find out, you just call someone there. Mr. Moi believed in conventional intelligence and unconventional intelligence. If we want to get it right, we must involve regular Kenyans, the gentlemen working on the end of the streets, the motorcycle riders, border riders. We need to invest our on those guys, selling in the restaurants.
Basically, it's a collective effort.
If we do not do that way, we will always have it wrong.
All right, just hold on as I put the rest of the team at Charter Hall on notice. I'm coming back to you so that you can perhaps ask your panel, perhaps you can ask your panel and the people at Charter Hall if indeed they think that NIS has played a role in putting this country where it is. But Yvonne, just hold on for a while. So you're saying our biggest problem is intelligence. The government is trying to come up with Nyumba Kumi. Will it work?
Well, Nyumba Kumi was born soon after Westgate. Our problem is we do not have a national security strategic plan. We are letting terrorists be the ones to lead us to what we should be doing. Nyumba Kumi was not conceived even before that financial year. So a big idea was, announced, the security minister announced, and then there was no money. So Nyumba Kumi was made to do what I call taxing. They went to the runway, and they've been waiting there for 1 year.
They've not been able to take off.
Yeah, they are led by a brilliant team. To be honest, I have great regard for the chairman of Nyumba Kumi, Mr. Kagudi. You see the Nakada thing happening now. He set that infrastructure in place. I think he can do it, but the gentleman has not had money for the last year. Now they've given him a couple of billions. I really wish he could take off now, because Nyumba Kumi is a brilliant idea. If it's implemented, if Kenyans, but then we go mashinani and you ask Kenyans about Nyumba Kumi and they tell you we do not know about Nyumba Kumi.
All right, let's cross over to Charter Hall.